Hey, little girl, don't you get upset. I got some bad news, better call the vet. Oh no. As the flames go higher. Oh, the dog's on fire.
You gotta see my face.
Here we go, look on the price right now. We'll save a lot of money on puppy chow. I'm not a liar.
Oh, the dog's on fire.
Very, very funny, Arden.
Thank
Where'd you
you.
find that?
Oh, that was on X. Well, I liked it so much, I'm playing it again. I didn't mean to.
Well, welcome everyone on this lovely Saturday night.
Woo!
This is the podcast that's for you, with you, and sometimes about you.
And what's the name of the podcast?
Oh, I almost got it all right. We are a crotchety
Oh, man.
and a woman. And Arden, you shouldn't knock it. I'm doing my best as the host tonight.
Yes, as we know, everyone, we are alternating, but there's something special about tonight.
Tonight we have a special guest, and his name is Roland. How you doing, Roland?
I'm doing pretty great.
Great.
Awesome. Roland has joined us, so we're at a very tiny little table with all of us, so hopefully we can all hear each other.
Well, we have a jam-packed show tonight, and let's get going, Arden. What's our useful fact of the night?
Useless fact of the night is, very quickly, what is the worst, or I should say, who do we have the worst exchange rate with if you had a dollar bill and you went somewhere?
Costa Rica. 'Cause
No,
I know it's bad
not
there.
Costa Rica. Any idea, Roland?
No, I'm not sure.
Kuwait. The American dollar is only worth 0.031% of the Kuwaiti dinar. That's awful. But if you went to Iran, $1 is worth 371,992 of the Iranian, I guess it's called a rial. You can buy a freaking hotel with that money.
Can we just give one of the protesters $1 and they can go there and spend that money?
That would be brilliant. They could live like kings there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Palestine, Iran, what's the damn difference?
What is the damn... By the way, I mean, it is pretty amazing. Kuwait, kind of close. I mean, Kuwait, Iran, Iraq, they're all right in that same area.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, useless fact. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I think you need to give everyone an update about what's coming up.
Oh, yep. So we are getting closer and closer to our 100th episode. Dun, dun, dun. We are going to be doing the quarters challenge. There's going to be food. It's going to be silly. The Alfred and his wife are going to be there. Daniel and his wife are going to be there. Mr. N may not be there. My mom's going to be there. By the way, if you ever are in Teaneck, New Jersey, please stop by the Lego brick in the concrete. Thank you for following all that on X. That was hilarious. It's one of our biggest posts. My mom is very proud of her little red brick. It's gonna be a tourist trap.
Well, I want to let everyone know that Arden endured his first week at his new job.
Yes, I did.
And he had a story every night. But Arden, what are your thoughts
Okay.
after 1 week?
I have to ask, and Roland, please chime in with this. If I sound racist, okay, are you ready? I am the only person that works there where English is my first language. Is that a racist statement to make?
No, it's a little confusing, but what do you mean?
That English is my first language. It's like their second, third, fourth, 18th language.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the only one not from another country there. I guess, would that be more of a nationalistic?
I think so.
What about
That's
you?
not racist.
That's not racist at all, in my opinion.
Okay. I've really felt bad because I was like, gosh, I feel like I'm racist.
No.
I mean, I got some nasty stories that I might share at another time, but not for today because we got a lot to do.
But did you like it? Did you hate it?
It's different. It's the most different thing I can imagine. I've never seen. You get to, the people there are awesome though. I'll give them that. There's some very friendly people.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about some news. We'll start off lighthearted.
Lighthearted.
Did you hear about the YouTuber that went to India, Arden?
Is this going to be a
Anybody here?
joke? No.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a joke.
There's a restricted island off of India that has a reclusive tribe that has been cultured and sequestered from the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about primitive.
Okay.
Well, this YouTuber went to this island that is classified as off limits.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he showed up and he left a Diet Coke can. And that was a big deal because
That is
these
a big deal.
people know nothing about modern age.
Right.
He was actually arrested and charged.
I get that.
Because, yeah, you think that's crazy?
No, I think that's, well, he should be. Wasn't that a movie? Where, like, they fly a plane and a bottle falls and it's a Coke bottle and hits one of the, like, Aborigine person. And they're looking at it and they bring it back and they start worshiping it as a god.
Well,
Because God, it fell from the sky and they're like, oh, now I'm being racist.
Yes,
Thanks.
you are.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
Welcome to the show.
All right, so this is a little startling, but there was a foster mom who traded a child that she was fostering
Okay.
for a monkey. What do you think of that?
I like it.
You like it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because it's a monkey. Monkeys are funny. No, that's rude.
Well, my brother Joe down in Costa Rica,
JoJo Dancer?
JoJo dancer, he would know everything about a monkey.
Wow.
Anyway,
Was he traded for a monkey?
so then there was a ring of people that were making insurance claims on Mercedes Benzes to the tune of $141,000 in California.
For what?
And they had footage of a bear attacking the car and damaging it pretty badly.
Wow.
But finally, a fraud expert reviewed the tapes and they realized the bear was a costume. But do you believe that they cashed in on $141,000 worth of damage?
So all of those idiots who are ripping up Teslas should just dress as a bear, unless they live in Minnesota where the governor just gets them off scot-free. But that's a whole other topic. Did you hear about that one, Ron?
I did hear about that.
Yeah, where literally the governor it was like a staffer was keying all of these Teslas.
Yeah.
If he had just dressed as a bear, no one would have had a problem with it.
Probably not.
All right.
So, all right, more to the hard news. Let's talk about the Pope and
She
the
said hard.
funeral. Arden, I swear.
Wow, even Roland laughed.
Sometimes I wonder.
I'm sorry. And then you brought up the Pope. Wow. I'm going to hell.
Yes, you are. So what do you think? We got, what do you think about those people that were actually taking selfies as they passed by the Pope's coffin?
Okay, first of all, like, they need, who are the guys that guard the Pope? The Swiss Guard.
Yeah.
Where were they?
Where
With those giant hail birds? They should have walked over and, like, used them on those people. I mean, come on, that is awful.
It really is.
I mean, I have no problem if they were in line and actually took a picture. Like, that's kind of historic. But to actually, who knows what they were doing? I mean, I've seen pictures where they're just looking like a bunch of assholes, smiling and everything. I mean, this is like, I don't know.
It's tasteless and, it's unfortunate that we are in this type of society.
The Swiss Guard. That's who they are.
The
Swiss Guard should have walked over there, taken the hail bird, and shoved it up their asses.
And what'd you think of Zelensky's meeting with Trump?
Okay.
Right in where the.
It was actually at it was in the Vatican, but I don't know if it was in like the residential side. I'm sorry, I'm not Catholic. I don't know much about the Vatican.
I don't think it's going to be in the residential side.
Well, I don't know how many buildings are in the Vatican.
Well, at the end of the day, it was a formal setting.
Right.
And then who stopped by?
Macron. And Macron walks by, and Trump was like, "No, go away, you little peanut head."
That's great.
Yeah. What did you think about that, Roland? Roland, come on, jump in. You could have no opinion. You could say,
I don't really have an opinion on this one.
Okay. Roland's very quiet, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay.
It's okay.
He's got a lot of things to say.
Now, I'm usually all things Trump, but I was a little taken aback that he wore a blue suit. Now, he looks fantastic in blue rather than his usual black suits. In his first term,
Right.
he overall wore black. And I always said he looked terrible. But now he likes the blue suit. I just don't know if the blue suit was appropriate for the funeral.
Yeah,
What do you
honestly,
think?
I don't think so either. But I mean, it was late. I mean, so he was actually in Sterling, Virginia, the night before.
That's
So
right.
yeah, and it's really
A mile from my house.
yeah. We walked to to his golf cart. I'm wondering like why are all these police cars blocking the way? You can't even get in.
No.
Like so, if you do not have an address on your driver's license, you are not getting in. So
yeah,
I,
they were blocking my street.
yeah, so I would not have been able to get in because I still have my old address, believe it or not, on my driver's license. And
You
I did,
do?
yes, because I did that to vote for Trump because I didn't want I actually drove.
So you're admitting.
Yeah, I drove all the way back to my
So you're kind of admitting election fraud.
no, because then if I had voted here as well, that would have been. I voted once.
All right. That's your opinion.
Back to what you guys were saying about the suit, the colors of the suit. I think that that blue is appropriate. I might be the minority there, but I truly do think that.
Well, he looked damn good.
Oh yeah, he's very snide. Yeah, snide.
Well, I respect that, Roland.
See, there you go.
All righty.
All right.
Let's talk a little bit about sports. I think it's been in the news about this kid, what's his name?
Something Sanders.
Shader, I can't say his first name, Sanders, was supposed to be picked in the first round.
Yeah.
Well, round 1 came, no dice. Round 2, and then it turned into round 5.
Round 5.
What do you think about that, Arden?
Okay, so Roland may not know. I didn't know any of this until earlier today. Mel Kiper, who's supposedly like the expert at all things college football, had him ranked the #1 quarterback in the
Wow.
draft.
Wow.
He goes to the Browns. They had previously drafted a quarterback earlier, and they traded up to get this guy for some odd reason, which is just embarrassing. Do you even know who Deion Sanders is?
Yes. I do.
Okay, so it's his son who got all of this hype. They retired his jersey already at Colorado, right? Or is it Colorado State? He's Colorado
I
State.
think it's state. Yeah.
Okay, so they retired his jersey already. He's not that good. They only won like 2 more games than they lost. But anyway, so he went all the way. I am seeing all these memes on X about how he'll be really good for next year's UFL team. So maybe he'll come to the Defenders next year.
Maybe.
Maybe, but he's sitting the bench right now, if even makes the team.
Okay. So you know how women in sports is a big, men in women's sports is a big topic in the news lately, right?
Yes.
Did you see that in billiards, or pool as I like to call it, a man was participating with the women in the championship tournament?
Right.
And at first glance, I was like, why is that a sex dependent sport? But apparently, they ran a lot of tests and determined that physically, being a man has an advantage over women playing pool. I just didn't, I was a little shocked by that.
Well, Roland, first of all, Abigail kicked my ass in pool the last time we played, so I have no comment on this subject.
I just found that interesting. So, Arden told me when the Yankees were playing the Tampa Bay Rays last week that they're forced into using the minor league stadium. That's actually George Steinbrenner Field, right?
Yep. The
For
Yankees
New York
AAA.
Yankees.
Yep.
Well, Arden, guess what I read tonight? I read that they essentially had to change 3,000 signs
Yep.
throughout that entire complex.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did it in 120 hours.
Yep.
Isn't that incredible?
In fact, the season for them was delayed by half a day just to make sure. And they're not permanent changes. Because when spring training starts again next year, the Yankees, that's their spring training home. So they actually flip it and they play again. But did you see the other poor team, the A's?
No.
Okay, so I told you they moved from Oakland and they're playing in Sacramento, but they can't use the name. They're playing at like a 14,000 seat stadium, very small. They can't even sell that out. They're getting like 6,000 people, and they said,
Kind of like the UFL.
"Oh, don't go there."
Oh, I did.
My effing Defenders lost to the worst team in the league last week. Embarrassing.
I did mean to interrupt. Go on.
Yeah, so they said they have no identity because they are not the Sacramento A's. They're just the A's. Pathetic. You a baseball fan, Roland?
My baseball fan? I am.
Did you watch? Have you ever seen a team play in a minor league stadium?
I have not seen that.
Minor league baseball is awesome, but meanwhile, the Savannah Bananas. They are it's like almost like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. They're actually playing at Clemson University and in their football stadium. They actually opened it up that they are going to be able to have 112,000 people for just a silly baseball game. By the way, those are bizarre. I mean, they got batters batting on stilts, and you hit a foul ball and if the fan catches it, it's an out. I mean, all these fun rules, and the games are timed. After like a certain time, like 2 hours, game's over. So, what a difference. The professional team, 6,000 people. A silly team, 112,000 people.
Are you sure you don't want to take over as being host? Because you're talking a lot.
You're throwing me curveballs, and I'm just knocking them out of the park.
All right, last item for sports. May 16th is coming, and you know what that day is, Arden?
The day we travel up to New Jersey?
Oh, okay. Well, also, the first time a WNBA preseason game is going to be televised. And guess who's playing?
Caitlin Clark.
That's right.
Ah.
I'm telling you, the Caitlin Clark effect is totally real.
Did we talk about the WNBA last week?
I just mentioned it briefly.
Oh yeah, I did ask you if that one girl made it. Okay. If she was the number one pick.
Yes, she was.
Okay. I have
was
no idea.
Paige Bruckner, I think.
Yep.
All right, let's go into a new area about random rules.
Random rules.
So Roland's got a question or a random rule he'd like to go over.
Okay, I have no idea what he's going to say, so this could be interesting. All right.
Should 16-year-olds be able to drive? Yes or no?
Ooh, who's that to?
Both of us, I guess.
Oh, both of us?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you go first because I'm tagging you.
I would have to say I can't stand getting behind a car that says patience, new driver with the bumper stickers. If I get stuck behind one of those, it's like driving like Arden.
Ouch.
Nice and slow and trying to be patient. Not me. Arden?
16. You got to learn to drive sometime. I mean, I was on the highway. We had to have driving lessons at 16, and I was on the highway day one. So, but then you have Daniel. He had literally the driving instructor told him he had to have more tests, and he failed his test so many times. So some people can just drive, some people can't. So 16, no. But in the meantime, did I tell you about the military, or am I jumping the gun?
No, go ahead.
So this doesn't make sense. So we remember when we had the truck driver shortage? Mm-hmm. So to be a truck driver in the Army, you only have to be 18.
Right.
But to drive a truck in the U.S., yeah, I mean, without being in the Army, it's actually 25. Like, if you ever rented a truck, you have to be 25 years old.
Wow. I have to confess to something that I did.
Did you steal
probably
a truck?
15 years ago.
You drove a tank?
I was moving, and I rented one of the big trucks.
Ooh, bigger truck.
I forget the footage, but it was the smallest size next to an 18-wheeler.
Mm.
And I went to make a left-hand turn to get out of the neighborhood. This is so embarrassing. And I did clip a car, but I kept going. I kept going. I felt so awful, but I panicked.
16-year-olds can't drive, but this one is running over people.
I didn't run over people.
You
at
ran
all.
over a truck. Did I tell you my mom got stuck under a truck once driving?
You've mentioned that.
Oh, okay. But just like a movie. She literally the truck turned, and she went underneath. And then the truck ran over the back of her car.
You know what I also want to bring up is should 18-year-olds be able to vote?
That's a great question. I want to know what does Roland think?
What do you think?
In my opinion, that is too young.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can pass a test, you shouldn't be able to vote. Because let's face it, that age, A, they're just dumb, but two, all they see is, if they even look at news, is on their phone. But Arden, what are your thoughts?
Well, okay, so yes, I would want them to be able to take a test, but we don't teach civics anymore. And here's the problem: how of the three of us, I don't know if any of us could actually pass the the citizenship test.
Maybe we should do that on the next podcast.
Like the amendments. How many amendments are there?
No.
Neither do
It's
I.
embarrassing.
I mean, I know some of them, but how many? Do you know how many amendments there are?
I do not know how many.
Do you know the difference between the Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution?
I think I could try that one, but not tonight.
I mean, the Bill of Rights
I'm gonna
were
have
the
to
first amendments.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Well,
that's how.
Let's look into that.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry.
So, any other random questions? I think we're good with that.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, you know what we haven't talked about? What the fun part of this whole show's about at the very end.
We have a challenge coming up.
Yes.
And let's go into the Trump org segment, because my first question is essentially everyone's going to learn what our challenge is in a minute. But I want to know if Arden will be able to meet that challenge.
Well, you have to explain what the challenge is, or Trump Org wouldn't know. Maybe you should go last.
For what?
The question, because then you could actually ask the question of the challenge.
All right. Well, why don't you go over the challenge?
Well, why don't we just finish our things? What was my Trump question? I don't even know.
All right. You're going to go first. Go.
I'm actually looking for my question, and I forgot what it was. So I'll just go nice and simple. I don't know. Do you think is Roland going to be a regular on the show? Magical Trump Board.
You never know, but I think so.
There you go. All right.
Right. Okay. Roland, you're up.
Do you believe that there's life on other planets? Yes or no?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
I think it's totally ridiculous.
Oh!
Well, Trump is very religious, so that could make sense.
Oops. Hold on.
Don't worry about it.
Wow. All right, Abigail. Now
All
you
right.
explain the challenge.
All right. The challenge tonight is to see if Arden and myself can do a plank for a certain amount of time. But you had a fact about planks with men.
Yes, and women. So a over 50-year-old man from 50 to 55 should be able to do a plank for 40 seconds. And a woman should be able to do it for 30 seconds. The average woman, an average man.
Okay, so each one of us is going to take a turn. But my question to the Trump board is, will Arden meet that challenge?
I'm nervous about this.
I have no idea.
Phew! I think I looked out of that. If he'd given that defiant no, I would have been in trouble. So,
Who's going to go first?
you are?
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm going to shatter the record.
All right. Well, Arden was guzzling water. He's getting ready.
Okay. So, but while Abigail she's stretching out. So while she's doing that, so we did this like a year ago, but we didn't do it on the air. And we both failed miserably.
I just know that when I went through physical therapy, I had to do these things. And I think I only had to go 10 seconds at a time, and I almost died. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I got to go quick because I got to pee.
So once Arden says go, Roland, you start the timer.
Okay, so she's on her knees. Okay. All right, ready, set, go. And she's off. And oh, look at that. She's got a nice posture. Hopefully the dog didn't pee in that spot. Abigail's doing good. I think she's gonna do it. I think so. Oh, I see a little tension. Her legs are starting to twitch. Her tuchus is moving around, but she's holding it. She is doing it. She's got this. Okay, what else do we got going on down there? She's in good, perfect form, and she's bending. Okay, she's okay. So the dogs are not here. So we're doing this without it. She's wow. I think last time I think she did 15 seconds. Trying to make her laugh is pretty good.
I just want to make you look bad.
Oh, you're humiliating me right now. Okay, I'm actually waiting for her to fall at this point in time, but she's like a rock right now. Oh my goodness, she's going to be teaching aerobics pretty soon.
Good.
Wow!
Roland, how long was that?
56 seconds.
Whoa!
Crushed it!
I did crush it.
Wow, you are so red right now. There'll be high fives later.
Question is will I be able to move tomorrow?
Okay, also, Abigail had a lot of ice cream before this, and she still did. I didn't have it because I'm worried about puking. Now,
All right.
how are we gonna do this?
The big guy is up.
Okay, I'm gonna take my. I gotta take my shoes off here.
He's trying to flex his muscles and all that.
Gotta pull my pants.
All right. Just say go when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
You gotta tell me to go.
Go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Boy, he's got interesting form. He looks like a pyramid because he has his ass sticking up in the air.
I think I'm supposed to.
No, you're supposed to have your back straight.
I can't get my back straight.
You're cheating, really,
No,
but
I'm not.
how you doing? You hanging in there?
Oh yeah, this is good.
All right. Well, you're cheating.
This is not
That is
cheating.
not the plank form.
I can't go any lower.
Yes, you can. But then your belly would be hitting
Exactly.
the floor.
My belly's touching the floor, and I can smell Dodo pee.
Can he do it?
I got this. I'm a man.
Again, I still say you're cheating.
I can't get any lower.
After
My
the
face
show,
is
we're
hitting the
gonna
carpet.
go over the proper posture.
My shirt is hitting the floor.
Keep it up.
Hey, this is ridiculous, as my mom would say.
Boy, his calves are all tight.
I know my calves are tight. I got great calves. If I go over a minute, let me know.
I thought you didn't want to know.
I might have to.
All right, you can stop.
Woo!
You did.
Oh, that hurts.
How much did he do?
1 minute,
Roland?
1 minute, 19 seconds.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay, ow! My core is killing me. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me show you the proper posture.
Okay.
I mean,
My
this was you, okay? That's not that hard. You need to be like this.
I can't go like that. My stomach hit the ground.
As far
My face.
as I'm concerned, you were cheating.
As far as I'm concerned,
How about-
I done it.
How about we ask the question, was it cheating?
Okay.
I think you're just jealous.
Trump orb. Was Arden's posture appropriate for a true plank?
Oh yeah. Asking Trumpy Orb.
We're gonna see what happens. Gonna be exciting.
We already saw what happened.
I'm thinking, so it's a controversy.
It is a controversy.
I couldn't go any lower because my face was actually in the carpet
Well-
and my stomach was almost hitting the carpet. If I went any lower, I'd be just lying down.
I know, but you had your rear end up in the air. It was a little risque.
Hey, Daniel would have been excited.
You always gotta bring him up.
Oh, I know. Well, that's he'll be at the show.
Ugh.
Okay, so
Are
it's
you
your
still out of breath?
no, but my stomach is killing me right now, and my elbows. All right.
All right, everyone.
So,
Anything else?
I don't know. So Roland might be part of the show every once in a while if he feels like it, but we're gonna teach him to talk more.
Well, thank you for joining, Roland.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me, and yes, I would like to join next time.
All right.
All right. So what do we got going on?
Upset, I got some bad news. Better call the vet. Oh no.
Oh no.
As the flames go higher
That does sound funny.
All right, everyone, be sure to reach out to us at wearecrotchety@gmail.com or on Twitter.
At crotchety old men. At crotchety old men. And B, we're getting close to that 1,300th person followers. So we're getting big. Reach out to your friends if you like us. Reach out. You know, we've decided we're going to do some more silly things like this because they're fun. And we're still going to have our politics. We'll still make fun of the Democrats. Of course we will, because that's what we do.
All right. Everyone have a great week.
All right.
Bye.